we're gonna be talking about another pathway that can bring you to Canada. Besties, you need to act fast on this. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is me, it is I, your girl, Boss Baby Talk, as you already know. For my returning subscriber, I want to say thank you for always coming back to watch my video. I really appreciate you. And if you're new here, you're welcome to this beautiful family. And what I do on this platform, I create content surrounding my lifestyle, living here in Canada as an immigrant with my family. I talk about how to migrate to Canada, Canada job opportunities, schooling, how to get your first apartment in Canada. I also do a bit of travel vlog in between. If this kind of sound interesting to you, or it is what you've searched about, why don't you sit back, relax, grab your popcorn and juice, and let's get right into it. But if you haven't subscribed, why don't you go ahead and subscribe now so that you don't miss any of my upload. And today we are going to be talking about factory work in Canada. It is highly in demand right now in Canada. In Africa, this factory work is known as laborer work, and that is what is in high demand right now in Canada. We will be going in step by step how this will bring you to Canada with a temporary foreign worker permit. After that, it takes some process for you to be able to apply for your permanent residence. If this sounds interesting to you and you would like to know more about it, sit down, don't go anywhere, and let's get right into it. Remember to subscribe, turn on that bell notification if you haven't, and always give the video a thumbs up so that it can be able to be pushed to people that are searching for this kind of video as well. And let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Let's chat, let's interact. Let me know where you're watching me from. Let's get right in. So guys, you will be coming to Canada as a factory worker, which is known in Africa as a laborer worker. We also call it TFWP, which is a temporary foreign worker permit. That is what you need. This permit is going to become your pathway for Canadian permanent residency. And also, a temporary foreign worker, you don't need test of English, which is IELTS, or an ECA report at all on this one. In other words, no IELTS, no ECA on it. I'm really loving it, and I'm so happy to come and share this with you guys. Now, let me tell you some important things again you need to know about factory work in Canada. Factory works in Canada can be production laborer, food processor laborer, tobacco laborer, laborer in food and beverages processing. Also, factory work in Canada can also be known as just worker or helper, production helper, meat processor, dairy helpers, meat packers, frozen food packers, like those who work in where they produce frozen food, you know, how they pack foods and all that, you know, those are under factory works. Those are the kind of job you're going to be seeing. And guys, when you're choosing this job, don't be picky. All this job will definitely bring you to Canada. Our first one today will be production laborer food processing. And here with me, guys, I have BC. This is British Columbia. This company is willing to pay between $18 to $22 hourly, and can be negotiated as well. If you want more, and hourly as well that you want as well can also be negotiated if you want more hours, and or if you want to reduce your hour later, you can discuss that with the manager by the time you get the work. And this job is also a permanent employment, full-time. They want somebody that can work during the day, evening, night, weekend, overtime, and to be determined as well, probably by the manager or by the director of the company. And they also need definitely somebody in the morning. And what I used to tell you about this, when you're doing your resume, you want to make sure your resume is open to all shifts, so they don't have doubts about you, that, you know, in case you feel that you can work only in the evening now, they will not be calling you if, you know, they're going to need you like around the clock, maybe morning, afternoon, and night, as they have specified here. So you want to leave it open to be able to make sure you secure this job. And again, they want somebody that can speak English, no degree, certificate, or diploma needed on this. That is one good thing about labourer work in Canada. It's really good. You don't need no experience. As they have stated here, they said they are going to train you. So you don't need any experience to go in here. Worksite environment, odor, dusting, work setting, food and beverages, plans, responsibility, and tax is there as well. Make sure you are reading everything through. And additional information is also there. Transportation, travel information, public transportation available for you. That means you wouldn't even need to be buying bus pass. You're going to be saving money, a whole lot of money on that. Work condition and physical capability that they want is also there. All right, and this is really good, guys. Everyone can apply on this. As you can see, there's no stop sign here for you, and this employer does not discriminate at all. They are accepting Canadian residency, permanent residents, or temporary residents of Canada. Other candidates with or without permanent residence can apply for this job as well, which is really good. People from Africa, Asian, Europe, America, you can go ahead and apply on this. There's nothing stopping you guys. Let's get to the next one. So guys, the next one is gonna be pasta maker, food and beverage processing, and this job is in Surrey, BC, which is British Columbia. Also, the employer wants to pay you $20 hourly. They need someone that can work at least 40 hours per week. This job is a permanent employment, full-time, and they also want somebody that can work in the day, evening, night, weekend, shift, overtime. They want somebody basically that is flexible on this one. Like I've said again, always keep your resume open to all shift so that will not hinder you of getting this job. You want to be able to secure this bag, to secure this job. So keep your resume open to all shift, and they need someone as soon as possible for this job. This employer has applied for a labor market impact assessment, which is the LMIA as well, meaning they can hire foreign worker to fill in the gap and work with them. So you're good to go on this one. And also they want somebody that can speak English. They want somebody that have secondary, high school graduate certificates. That is all they require. And they also want somebody that have 1 to less than 2 years of experience. Work setting is going to be food processing plants as well. Responsibility and task is there. Make sure you're reading everything through. And also experience and specialization is there. And this employer does not discriminate at all. This employer promotes equal employment opportunity for all job applicants, including those self-identifying as member of this group, indigenous group, person with disability, newcomers to Canada, older workers, that is the veterans as well, also the youth. And who can apply to this job? This employer accepts application from Canadian citizen, permanent residents, or temporary residents of Canada. Other candidates with or without valid Canadian work permit as well can apply on this, as you are going to be getting covered. And all you just want to do is send them your resume. Yeah, send them your resume, and they have also request that you send them, okay, include this reference number in your application. So when you are applying in your application, you want to make sure you include this reference number so that they will know you are referring. Probably they have different kind of position in their company. So when you are applying, you want to make sure you enter this reference number into it. And also they want you to give them, because they need experience, 1 year to less than 2 years of experience. So they want job reference number as well. When you are giving them a reference, if you have a reference to give them, you want to make sure include number of your reference in that reference letter. And also they want a cover letter to your resume as well. So when you are doing your resume, make sure you also prepare a cover letter and attach that with it. So basically on this one, you need a reference letter, you need your resume, you need a cover letter, and you're good to go. And remember to also apply this reference number on your application and send it to their email. That's all you need to do. And you can also search for the company name. If you want to know more about the company, you search for the company, you go right and search, to know what and what they do in that company, in case you want to know more about the company you want to work with. All right, let's get into the next one. The next one we're going to be going into is meat packager, and this job is posted at British Columbia, and that is where they have most job in Canada. British Columbia is, where is good for you to go. Like I keep saying, this in most of my video, those are where you get employed very fast, because they are not big city, like very big. They are like medium-sized city. So you want to apply there first before you are applying to the city. Apply to those places. You will be definitely getting a job there. Also, when you are applying, like I said, you want to make sure you apply. Don't say because you are applying to this company, you want to apply and fold your hands and keep waiting for them to send results to you. You want to apply to as many places as possible. You can use this same job bank to be able to search for any kind of job you are looking for. But today, we are talking about a factory work in Canada, which is in high demand right now in Canada, and that's what you should be going for. Again, they are going to be giving you $17 hourly on this job. They want somebody that can work for 40 hours per week. This job is going to be a permanent employment, full-time, and they need somebody who can start as soon as possible. It's also a verified job. The NOC code for this job, that is it. And they want somebody that can speak English on this job. Education. No degree, certificate, or diploma is needed on this job. And experience is going to be an asset. They don't necessarily require you to have an experience on this particular job. So meaning they are going to train you. So they don't need you to have an experience on it. Your responsibility and task is going to be there. Basically, it's just going to be, packing of meat, all this processed meat that they are already in the pack that we buy. That is basically what you're going to be doing there. And afterwards, maybe cleaning the area you use and all that. That is basically how these ones always look like. And again, this employer, they accept Canadian permanent residents, newcomer to Canada, and people with permanent residency, work permits, or you don't have work permits. They are ready to accept you, and all you just want to do is send your resume to them, to their email. That is what they need. They have not asked for cover letter, but if you have it, you can send it to them. If you have reference, in case you have experience, you can get your reference. Make sure there's number in your reference in case they want to contact, who you have worked for before. So please, make sure you do it clean and nice. Alright, so let's get to the next one. And another one on my table now is a packer job, and this one is right in the city. In case you're looking for a job in the city, okay, you can also apply on this. And if you want to check their website, this is going to be their company direct. You can go ahead and go into their company direct. If not, I'm going to be putting in my description. Make sure you're checking through the description when you finish watching the video. If you have watched the video up to now and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss any of my important videos like this. And you also want to give the video a thumbs up. This is going to be our last one for today. This job is in Concord, Ontario. The employer is willing to pay $18 hourly. They want someone that can work 40 hours per week. It's a permanent employment, full-time job. They want someone who can start as soon as possible. This job requires you to be able to speak in English. Also, no degree, certificate, or diploma needed for this job. Also, experience is going to be an asset for you. They don't necessarily need you to have experience at all on this job. That means they will be training you. Your responsibility and task is there. Additional information is there for you, and also personal suitability is also there. Make sure you're reading through all this job. They're very easy, like very easy for you to just go ahead and apply. They are the factory jobs in Canada. They are known in Africa as laborer work. Like for people that didn't go to school, or for people that don't have the opportunity to continue their education, maybe after high school, then you can continue, then this job is for you. You know, when you are working here, later you can't, you know, in case you want to go back to school, once you finish, you will be able to go back to school. And again, you want to make sure you send your resume to this job. You know, send your resume to this email, and make your resume in case you have experience before. You want to get a reference and send to them as well. When you're making your resume, you want to also make a cover letter to support it, and just send to this email. That will definitely help you and boost your application to be able to get this job. Besties, remember, once you have that job offer and you arrive here, you will have many opportunities to develop yourself and be able to do whatever you want to do. You can work in the factory for 2 years and later go back to school. Once you have that, 2 years experience, you can go to school in case you want to further your education. And already you are eligible to apply for a permanent resident after working for 2 years in Canada as a skilled trade worker, or as a skilled trade program in Canada. You are eligible, and that is under the express entry system. It is so easy when you do it this way. And later, if you want to go back to school, you can always go back to school. You would have been able to work, you would have been able to save money. And applying for your permanent residence as well, that means you will even get government help to be able to sponsor you to school. You can apply for sponsorship to go to school, or you can even apply for loan to be able to go to school, or you have saved some money that you want to use to further your education. You will have so many opportunities, like I've said. So I'm gonna end the video here today. If you haven't subscribed, like I said, guys, please subscribe, be part of the family, and share this video. Share this video. You want to share this video to your family and friends. You never know, or you might be helping while sharing this video. And if you have dream of coming to Canada to study, to work, you want to stay glued on this platform. Stay glued on YouTube. You are going to be benefiting a whole lot on here. Subscribe, like I said, be part of the family, and I'll see you on my next one. Boss Baby Talk. Goodbye for now.